I'm Sarah, I'm from Tafwa, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Girmitya. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah, I live in Ninu. Today FM rocks.
My name is Denasa, and I'm from Lutoka, and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Mulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM, it rocks in Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priya Darshni and this is FPC News. Tonight, JP's terminated for charging fees. Over 600 cases of violence against children reported. And hundreds turn up for Girmitya celebrations in Lambasa. Two justices of peace got their certificates terminated this year due to fees charged for the services they provided. Commissioner for Oaths Joel Sahal says it's illegal for justices of the peace and commissioners for oaths to demand fees. Savara Tambua has more.
Justices of the Peace and Commissioners for Oaths attended a workshop in Suba. Commissioner for Oaths Joel Sahal has confirmed 6 complaints have been received so far this year about services provided.
There have been some instances where it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that there have been an abuse of office where the JP or the Commissioner for Oaths has in fact taken a fee or accepted gifts. Those appointments have been revoked.
The JPs are grateful to the Justice Ministry for the workshop.
I've been a JP for 3 terms, and whatever we have learned so far on the course, I think is quite important to any JP who's appointed currently.
We as JPs should serve the public to the best, and that we should be very aware of the documents that we receive, that they are verified and significant.
The workshop is held once a year in an effort to enhance services provided to the public by JPs and Commissioners for Oaths. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
Well, 683 cases of violence against children were reported up to September this year. This was revealed by the Minister for Women and Children, Mereseni Vuniwanga. Senia Nimboila reports.
With the increase in cases of violence against children, Vuniwanga says 63% of victims are girls.
The statistics are alarming. They are a rude awakening call to every Fijian to take stock of the direction we are heading in. It is a loud cry for help from every Fijian child who has had the painful experience of being abused emotionally, physically, sexually, or psychologically.
Acting Police Commissioner Isikele Lingairi says the Fiji Police Force is dealing with the issue.
As I speak, we have already trained about 126 persons around the country. In every police station you go to, you have officers who have been trained on this SOP as well as handling children. So we have done that, and we have not stopped the training. The training continues, and we are looking at training everybody.
Lingairi says while it is vital to address the abuse of children, it will not be possible if people don't work together. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
Hundreds turned up at the Lambasa Civic Centre today to mark the celebrations of the arrival of the SS Sutlej 5, which carried indentured labourers from British India to Fiji 100 years ago. As Eleanor Turangaivu reports, the Girmityas played a huge role in the establishment of Lambasa and its sugarcane sector.
It was an emotional day for descendants of Girmityas living in Lambasa, each receiving a plaque from the acting Prime Minister and Attorney General Ayaz Said Qayyum as a tribute to their ancestors who were part of the last boatload of 888 labourers that came on board the SS Sutlej 5 in 1916.
Here in Lambasa, of course, it is wonderful to see so many Fijians here to commemorate this important day. As we all know, the history of Girmityas is also the history of Lambasa.
The Girmityas played a huge role in the establishment of Lambasa and they founded Lambasa town.
In 1922, Lambasa's main trading center was established. The Girmityas called it Nasea town. And as the years passed, Lambasa grew to the point where it was declared a township in 1939. And eventually, it became a full-fledged town, being declared that in 1972. The first market in Lambasa was located at Bulogi, on the outskirts of the sugar mill during the Girmitya era.
Lambasa's large sugarcane community was also established by the early Girmityas after they arrived in Vonolevu.
As the years passed, the Girmityas first settled in the Taganikula sugarcane plantation near Wainikoro, spread to Bunivalu, Basonga, Bulileka, Bunipoli, Bodalevu, and Draketi in the Madhawata province. Other Girmityas, of course, also settled in Tabiri as copra cutters for the white settlers in the large estate owners.
Apart from the main celebrations held here at the Lambasa Civic Center, there was also an exhibition outside the Civic Center of items that were used by the Girmityas during their arrival here in Fiji and as well during the indentured labor system. As well, there were dramas, skits and oratory contests of the struggles that the Girmityas went through during their arrival in Fiji. Eleanor Turangaibiu, FBC News.
A 2-year-old girl is admitted at the Nandi hospital after she suffered burns in a house fire. The incident happened early this morning in Namaka, Nandi, which destroyed the house belonging to a 57-year-old man. Police say the man was sleeping when he heard his sons calling out for water to put out the fire from one of the rooms. The man's 2-year-old granddaughter, who was sleeping in the room, suffered minor burns. She is admitted at the hospital under observation. Festive season is a time to enjoy with families and friends, and when it comes to food, people are unable to resist eating unhealthy. The Health Ministry, while marking the World Diabetes Day today, has reminded everyone to make healthier choices while cooking and eating during this festive season. Sharon Shivan reports.
Health Minister Rosie Akbar says people who are diabetic should opt for fruits and low-calorie sweets and snacks.
We must be cautious of what we eat, when we eat, because it has implications. We need to vigorously embrace a preventative measure. Okay, so that comes at individual levels.
Diabetes has become a killer disease in Fiji, as the youngest person diagnosed is just 12 years old.
I always say to the patients, diabetes does not belong to the doctors, does not belong to the nations, does not belong to the government or the nurses. It belongs to the patient, to you.
Akbar says our lifestyles are mostly influenced by our religious beliefs, and she is urging faith-based organizations to play an important role in promoting healthy lifestyles.
Our faith-based organizations are also critical, especially in the area of behavior modifications, and I believe this will assist us in reducing our diabetes cases and creating more empowerment and awareness opportunities for our people.
Diabetes remains the second largest cause of death in Fiji. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, 20 speed cameras now in operation around Vitilevu. And new Langere market to be ready by August. Stay with us.
It's me Simstar here right from the Rakadiki town. और सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट शो में मैं सुनता हूँ जब ब्रेकफास्ट शो में रहता है अश्लील और संगीता के साथ किसी के साथ सुनते सुनते 11 से 2 भाभी जी का शो जितेन शामिल you know something Rakadiki मिर्ची FM is hot.
मैं हूँ श्वेता दुर्गुशा नर्सरी से लोग देखते हैं ईद का चांद लेकिन मेरा चांद तो मिर्ची FM है
हमारा नाम जाबिर है हम कोर्निविया नसोरी में रहता है मिर्ची एफएम हम सब टाइम सुनता है मिर्ची एफएम बहुत जुलूम है मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट
मिर्ची एफएम इट्स हॉट
Welcome back to FBC News. 20 speed cameras are now operational around Vitilevu. Land Transport Authority Acting Chief Executive Aptinko Vorasi says the cameras have been strategically placed to provide maximum coverage against speeding motorists. Vorasi also says only a certain number of cameras will be active at any given hour on any given day, and there will be no way to determine which ones are those. Initially, speed cameras were installed in Kinoya, Nambua and Samambula, but these have been increased, and there are 3 outside of Suva, in Lami, Namboro and Navesi, as well as 13 sites on the Queen's Road from Singatoka to Lotoka. Vorasi says the cameras have been also installed beyond Lotoka on the King's Road in Vitongo, Tuvu, as well as in Manova and Nakasi, close to Nosori. A solemn occasion, one filled with sadness for some and others with pride, as the fallen were remembered on the Remembrance Day. At the Sukenevalu Barracks in Lambasa, comrades and family members gathered to honor their loved ones who died while serving the country. Eleanor Turangaivu reports.
Shall remember them.
At the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, silence is observed to remember those that have sacrificed their life for the country.
To all the servicemen present here today, both current and former, I salute you. You have our enduring respect and grateful thanks. To all the family members of those who have died on active service, can I say on behalf of every Fijian, no words can ever adequately express the extent of your loss.
For 92-year-old Vidyawati, it's a time she can thank the Lord for her son's life, Lance Corporal Umesh Chandra, who died during a peacekeeping mission in Sinai in 2013.
Even though my son has died, his presence is still felt today. With the help of God, he is still with all the soldiers today.
Sachin Chand says he is proud of his older brother and his dedication to serving the country.
I'm still proud. He's not around here with us, but we're still proud.
Every year, ex-servicemen in Madhuwata converge at the Sukanaivalu barracks for this solemn occasion, where wreaths are laid and the last post is heard once again, signifying that we will always remember them. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
A service was also held at the War Memorial in Veutu Suva yesterday. President Major General retired Churchi Conrote led the commemoration, laying a wreath to pay tribute to Fijians who've died in the line of service. The event was attended by members of the Fijian government, foreign dignitaries, and retired servicemen and women. Now, work on 2 major developments in Ninu is progressing well. The Ninu Town Council is finalizing groundworks on the new Langere Market and a first-ever stadium for the people of Ninu. Kelly Vadala reports.
These rundown sheds have been the shelter for many of these vendors for years. Their only source of income comes from selling fish and vegetables.
I'm really happy that we're about to move from this place and into the new market that's going to be constructed, because right now we are selling near the roadside and sometimes our goods are stolen.
We don't have proper facilities like a toilet and water, but it's good we're going to move, because during tropical cyclone Winston, people came and stole all my fish from here.
I am really grateful for the new market that's going to be constructed, because there has been a lot of road accidents happening near the market site here. So grateful for the new ideas.
A new market is not the only major development for the Ninu Town Council, but this highly populated area will soon have a stadium of its own.
I hope to conclude that project towards August next year. That's our Langere market. The expected costing for Langere market would be around 4 million for Langere market, and we also expect a costing of close to 5 million for our stadium project.
The council's development plans does not end here. Some major projects in the pipeline include the construction of a new sawmill, 2 more supermarkets and a multi-million-dollar Nandawa Bay. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
A formal complaint has been lodged against Fiji-born lawyer Rajendra Chaudhry for publishing inflammatory information on his Facebook page disparaging Islam and Muslims. FBC News has cited the letter that has been written by the Federation of Islamic Association of New Zealand to the New Zealand Human Rights Commission. The letter states that Chaudhry, by his malicious actions, has displayed a disdain and deep-seated hatred of Islam and Muslims. Association President Hazima Rafe says what is most concerning is that Chaudhry is spreading his hatred to others who are not only in New Zealand but other parts of the world, as his Facebook profile has over 11,000 followers. Rafe says Chaudhry has breached the New Zealand Human Rights Act 1993 by inciting hatred against a particular community. It is also believed that there will be a complaint lodged against Chaudhry to the New Zealand Legal Commission as he is practicing law in Auckland. Coming up in sports, Fiji Sevens interim coach enjoys his new job. And Nanranga football demoted from the Premier Division. Stay with us for this and more.
Mrs. Manirabu from Batam. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Savakau from Vatukula. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Golavanaka, I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Grove Resort and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic hit music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Lotoka. I like Gold FM, but only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome to FPC Sports. The Vodafone Fiji Sevens side is currently playing Samoa in the Oceania Sevens final at the ANZ Stadium in Suva. The side earlier beat Australia 19-7 in the semi-finals. While it's just another final for the team, for coach Nathanieli Dhawanimbuka, it's a great achievement. Vashnil Prasad reports.
It was a clash of two heavyweights in the Oceania 7 semi-final and a chance for interim coach Nathanieli Dhawanimbuka to test his coaching skills.
It's a new challenge, it's a good challenge, it tests our thinking and that's what coaching is all about. It's about, looking at the problems in the team and things that need to be improved and hopefully it can make a difference.
Dhawanimbuka says the team needed this kind of tough matches to judge themselves.
The challenge has been good. It's I hope I don't get old too quickly from it, but it's been good.
Fiji ran in 3 tries in the game and so far has had an impressive tournament. However, the players are yet to get a special mention from the coach.
There's no place consolidated by any player really. They're all working and as I said before, this is a transition phase and this Oceania is a build-up tournament for us. So everyone, and we're testing all these combinations.
Fiji is currently playing Samoa in the Oceania Sevens final. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
On the other hand, the Vodafone Flying Fijians lost its first match of the Europe Tour, going down to the World Barbarians by 47. The Barbarians scored 4 unanswered tries in the first half to take a 28-0 lead at the break. Flying Fijians wing Wesenea the Levu scored the only try for the side in the second spell. Former Fiji Sevens player and Olympic gold medalist Vatemo Ravovo also earned his first cap. Coach John McKee says a lot needs to be improved before the team faces England next week.
We certainly didn't play the game we set out to play and we trained to play. But I think we got caught out early on with the intensity of the game, and then we were just chasing the game. And the first half was poor. We did come back a little bit in the second half. I thought probably for 25 minutes we actually played okay, but we didn't get points on the board, and it was disappointing then once again to let 2 late tries.
Meanwhile, France-based Pedeli Yato and Leone Nakarawa will join the side in London on Monday. Now in soccer, the Nanranga football team has been relegated to the senior division after losing 1-0 against Rewa in the Vodafone Premier League match played at Prince Charles Park in Nandi. The Stallions have 6 points and its remaining lone match will just be a consolation. Nanranga needed a win to stay alive in the league after Draketi secured its 3rd win against Bai yesterday. Nanranga will now be replaced by Raki Raki, who finished at the top of the senior division. The Delta Tigers have for the first time qualified for the OFC Champions League after claiming maximum points against Nanranga.
Must give credit to the Lord Almighty that he's been our mainstay in our journey all of this year. So congrats to the boys. It's not an easy task for us, but we'll cherish the moment and plan our way ahead into.
Meanwhile, in the second game at Prince Charles Park, Nandi beat Lambasa by 2 points to 1. The Girmitya football team is aiming to finish the Vodafone Premier League on a high note as the side has one more match to play. Girmitya gained 12 points yesterday after defeating Ba 2-1 in a match at Govind Park in Ba. Vashnil Prasad has more.
The Girmitya football side secured one of its historic wins yesterday, beating league leaders Ba 2-1. The Northerners kept a low profile for the match, and the win gives them a lifeline to stay in the Premier Division for another year.
Still not safe, you know. We need another point against Ninu on Sunday, but very glad that Espresso is one of us today, and very proud of the boys.
Ba had taken an early lead with a goal from the set piece, but were outclassed by Girmitya. In the other match played last night, Lautoka thumped Suva 9-1. Of the 9 goals, one was scored by Lautoka's goalkeeper Seniru Simbokini.
Boys played according to the game plan, and we trained well. And we could see that we lost a few games which we needed to win.
The league matches continue tomorrow. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
6 teams battle it out in the Lautoka Heat for the second round of the Digicel Punjab's Netball Super League games. The elite tournament aims to sharpen the skills of the players and help develop the sport. Alan Stoltz reports.
The Super League competition provides the netball community an opportunity to bridge the gap between district and national level.
We realized that while we have great competitions within our clubs and our districts and the national championships, we needed something extra, and the Super League gives us that little bit extra.
The unique competition is also designed to encourage the development of skills in the sport.
One of the things we've done is we've put in Fiji Pearls and Baby Pearls, or the under-21 team, into each of the 6 teams that we have, so that we can spread the development but also spread the expertise and spread the skill to each of the teams.
The finals, where the rankings will be announced, will be held in December.
The New Zealand football team has beaten New Caledonia 2-0 in Stage 3 of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in Auckland. Marco Rogers was the hero, scoring a goal in each. And New Zealand plays Fiji in March. All fine weather prevailed in the morning over the group. Isolated afternoon or evening showers were experienced, especially in the interior and western parts of the country today. Lambasa was the hottest centre at 30 degrees today. Suva, Nandi, Lautoka and Ba were on 29, while Savu was on 28 degrees. The outlook for tomorrow, it should be fine apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Elsewhere, you can expect isolated afternoon or evening showers. Now, as for Monday, you can expect much of the same weather. Recapping the main stories tonight. JPs terminated for charging fees. Over 600 cases of violence against children reported, and hundreds turn up for Girmitya celebrations in Lambasa. For these stories and others, you can always tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. We move on to this week's poll question, and we're asking, are Fijian parents neglecting proper diet for children? To answer, visit our FBC website. Now, you can also send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj. That's citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. If you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. Until tomorrow, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. This is FBC News. Good night.
Vengo mille kere antiterroria, quando umaro takana warronga na Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Kung nga tao niyo na sinu, nito mo talita ka na warronga na Bula FM.
Vengo servino na bose, vengo bikara din bao. Kito do talita ka na warronga na Bula FM, korungo. Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Ewan na utungan ng Bula FM, number 2 NSR Lambasa.
Bula FM number 2 NSR.